Hey, it's Morgan, and welcome back to my channel. For today's Respect the Trip video, we're going to be talking about dreams. And I don't mean dreams like go for the gold, get straight A's, like those are great dreams to have too, but we're talking about like the dreams that happen when you fall asleep. I picked today's video honestly because my dreams have been kind of whack lately. I don't know how else to put it. Like, I've always kind of had like odd dreams, and I think a lot of people can relate to that, but in the past few weeks they've been kind of like off the charts weird. The official like scientific definition of a dream or whatever is that it is a series of images, sensations, and ideas that occur in your head while you're asleep. Thank you, Google. And that seems pretty straightforward. Like, you go to sleep and you see all these different pictures, and there's always some kind of plot happening, and then it changes and you're somewhere else or whatever's happening, or you wake up. But our question today is, are there more to dreams than meet the eye? I found 4 different theories about why we dream on the internet, and I'm going to share them with you and then add my 5th. So the first one is a theory that dates back to ancient times, and this is the supernatural reason, where our dreams are omens from outside beings. This is where you get, I know in Greek mythology sometimes, like a god or something will show up in someone's dream and be like, hey, you gotta go kill this monster, or different themes like that that you see, happening. That's where you get into like the whole supernatural, like when you're reading a book and your hero has this dream and they're like, oh, it was like the ghost of my aunt or whatever that like came and talked to me and they told me what I have to do. That's the supernatural aspect. Then we have the physiological theory for dreaming, where it's just a reflection of what your brain has gone through the day, and it's just kind of like unpacking it and sorting it. So like, I definitely see where this one has come from, because there's times where I just finished watching all 8 seasons of The Vampire Diaries, and there would be some nights where like I'd go to bed and there'd be like a random vampire in my dreams, and I'd be like, okay, this like random character that's running the cafe definitely comes from me watching that dream, or like little plot things, or people that I talked to that day, or events. I've noticed sometimes like the day before something's due, sometimes like when I was younger, I would have like an assignment due on a day, and then in the dream I would like forget to do it, and I'd wake up and be like, oh my god, I have to go do this, and then I go back to sleep. So it's kind of like your brain processing what happened in the outside world. The third theory of dreamness is stimulus theory. So it says like your dreams reflect what is happening around you. So like, the example that the website gave was that if someone's like cooking and there's smoke from like the fire in your house, like say, I don't know, your mom burnt a plate of brownies or something and there's smoke, subconsciously you would put smoke into your dreams because it's an outside stimulus. Or like when your alarm goes off and sometimes you hear the sound in the dream before you're like, oh wait, that's my alarm, like gotta go. That would be a stimulus. Like, I think that would count as a stimulus. I don't know. We talked about it in psych class the one day, but we're going to say it's a stimulus. And then the last theory is the psychoanalytical theory. The psychoanalytical theory is by Sigmund Freud. Sigmund Freud. I think that's how you pronounce it. Freud. Okay. But basically, he was really into like the subconscious, and he believed that your dreams are your subconscious trying to come forth and like tell you things that you are ignoring, or helping you process things, and like your unconscious desires are manifested in your dreams. So I think that's where the whole dream dictionary thing comes up, because in Dream Dictionary, because I know I've tried to use it, because I was like, I've tried to use Dream Dictionary a few times when I have a really weird dream, and I'm like, okay, like, there was a snake, or like there was a dog, what's this supposed to mean? And they give you like a whole list of they give you a whole list of what it could mean, but it's a whole thing where it's like, if the dog like has a stick, if the dog doesn't have a stick, like what's the dog doing? So if you're taking the psychoanalytical route, I applaud you, because that is some serious analyzing right there. My personal theory with dreams has like no scientific standing. This is like one of the thoughts I had in the morning over my bowl of Cheerios. But basically, my theory with dreaming is that you're entering like the life of an alternate version of you. So I really like the alternate dimension theory, and I'm definitely going to do a whole video on it at some point. But the one sentence version is basically, there is an infinite number of dimensions for the infinite number of possibilities. So my dream theory is that when you sleep, your subconscious enters the body of an alternate you, and you experience the world through your eyes. So here's why I think this. First thing is, have you ever gone through your day and you're aware of what you're doing, but you feel like you're not really there? Like you're there, but it's like you're not exactly processing. Like you're not tired, you feel fine, it's just like you're just going through the motions. So my theory is that, because I know for me, like if I'm not tired, those phases don't last very long. Maybe like half an hour, like I'll notice it for like 20 minutes or so, which if you think about it is supposed to be the average time of the dream. So I think when you get that feeling that you're there but you're not really there, that's when you have like the alternate you in your body. Which sounds kind of creepy when I put it like that, but it's just like, oh, they're along for the ride, like just seeing what you're doing. And then to support it, like in my dreams, I feel like it's kind of interesting because like the first thing I'd say is because I've noticed that sometimes I'll like go through and sometimes I'm watching myself do stuff, and then the next time I'm actually in the body, if that makes sense. Like I feel like the perspective of where I am flips back and forth. So I feel like if my alternate dimension dream theory like fits somehow in the scientific world, or maybe not scientific, but if it fits as it does in my head, then this back and forth is you like entering and leaving the body and stuff. Another thing is sometimes I'll notice that like in my dream I'll see things happen multiple times. So like I'll live through the whole dream and then I'll go through and I'll have to do it all again, but without making the same mistakes. So if that's the case, then it could be you're entering at a certain point and you're just like constantly entering at that point, and you have to, and that's why you enter it and you're like, oh, I've already lived through this, because you've just entered the dream again at the original point. And another thing is too, I remember I had one dream where like I was driving and I passed by this restaurant, and then in a later dream I was in the restaurant watching it grow, and I've had ones like this where like I'll be in the room or I'll be outside of the room. So I feel like it's like you entering that dimension at different time periods, at different places where the you would be. And I feel like I'll definitely bring up my dream theory again when I talk about the alternate dimension theory and like the intricacies of that. But that's basically it in a nutshell, that like when you dream you're entering the body of another version of you in a different reality as a passenger, and you're seeing what life can be like through their eyes. Obviously there's no like scientific claim and it's just something that I was thinking about over my bowl of cereal one day. So to sum up this video, we talked about dreams, not the like goal-getting type, the sleep kind, with 4 different theories: supernatural, physiological, stimulus, psychoanalytical, and then my alternate dream theory. I would love to hear everyone's take on dreams in the comments below, and if you like videos like this, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, because that's what I'm here for. I'll see you next time, guys, and remember to respect the trip.